So I don't think anybody would knowingly release code with bugs or products that were unsafe. And yet we know our code will contain bugs, we just don't know which line the bug is in. So at what point do you release software?
We do a lot of software development in-house, and I think it's a case of having a really robust lifecycle process that takes security from the start all the way through. So, I mean, when you're designing software, there are a lot of tools, commercial and open source tools, that can help you identify common software bugs and eliminate them. But then you can just go through a cyclic test process. I mean, I think the issue with a lot of certainly consumer devices is there is a rush to be first to market. And that often skips that security stage, because that's the one thing that's going to send you probably right back to the beginning almost immediately. And without that stage, that's where you start to see some of these common bugs in. Nobody, I agree, would intentionally want to put a bug in their software that's going to make that vulnerable, but it happens.
So I think the question of when you release software is an interesting one, and one that I don't want to answer. What I do want to do is take the opportunity to say that isn't the problem. The problem is that there are people releasing software. It's not that it's got bugs, it's out of date. And if they asked the first question about it, they would know it was out of date. But at the moment, the supply chain isn't really delivering the things that we need in order to build our robust systems. I would say that things are improving. But there are huge issues in that I can't buy a platform and get a service from somebody who will keep guaranteed my software patched and up to date. Actually, I can from a few people, but people generally don't know about that. So I think there's awareness raising and then market demand needed. One of the problems that we have is there's a market failure in security. People aren't demanding it, and in secure systems, the costs don't always go on the people who suffer from the security problem.